Hey guys, Logan here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my review for the First Purge. This is the fourth film in the franchise. Chronologically, though, this is a prequel, and it's about how the Purge started, like what was the beginning of the Purge felt like. This movie revolves around all of that, just basically how the Purge started from day one. Like how did it become a thing? Like how did it become an experiment that this organization called the NFFA came to be. Like how did it came to be a thing that happens once a year where crime, including murder, will be legal within 12 hours. This film revolves around all of that, just how the Purge started. So this film was really awful, and I thought a lot about this, and I could have easily just do my upload, edit, and then upload my review for this film yesterday just to let you guys know how awful this film was, but I didn't. I spent a day trying to find out if there is at least something about the boredom fest that is the First Purge that could possibly be perceived as something that's not terrible. And I couldn't find any. I really couldn't find a single thing about the First Purge that could be perceived as something that is not awful. The social commentary and the political message that this film has, while pretty relevant and pretty good, they were just they were used by this film as a defense and an excuse for why this film is made. This film tries so hard to use its political message / social commentary on some real life issues facing this country to make itself relevant. It also tries really hard to prove itself to be made for something other than money, and it just fails at all of them. And when you have a film that has a good social commentary and a political message, and it just uses it to try to overshadow the story, which was so very bland and forgettable and boring and uninteresting, you know your movie failed. It shouldn't be able to have a political message or a social commentary, whatever you call it, to have to be better than the main story that films like The First Purge has. But in the case with this film, it does. One of the biggest issues I have with this film is the characters. I didn't even remotely give a shit about anybody in this movie. Say whatever you will about the Purge Anarchy, and the Purge election year. At least they have a character or two that I actually cared about. The Purge has Ethan Hawke and Lena Headey as the parents / married couple in that film. The Purge Anarchy has Frank Grillo, who was very good in that film, but everything else about the Purge Anarchy sucked. He still carried that film with his really good performance and very good acting and very good dialogue. And the Purge election year has also Frank Grillo, along with the woman who played the senator running for president, in order to bring the Purge down, along with the organization called the NFFA, who were like supporting the Purge. The main lead in this film was so forgettable and bland. I didn't even care about him to begin with. And the main villains, or maybe the main villain, I guess you could say, but even though there are a lot of Purgers who were kind of come off as villains in this film, were very awful. And there were so many unforgivably decisions characters made that just really roll my eyes every time they made a decision that was so outrageous and just so unbelievable. It just really blew me away, but in the worst way. And there were many times throughout this film's runtime where I shit you not, this is exactly what happened. Many times throughout the film's entirety, I looked at what notifications are there on my phone. I just look at my phone many times every time some bland, boring, or stupid scene happens, that just makes me want to look at my phone and see what notifications are there on my phone, because somehow, some way, the notifications popping up on my phone every once in a while were more fun and entertaining than the film itself. Marissa Tomei is an actress that I really admired ever since Spider-Man Homecoming, where she played as Aunt May in Spider-Man Homecoming. She's a very good actress. I really like Marissa Tomei, but in this film, she was completely wasted in this entire film. Her character also was very forgettable and boring and bland, and it's very sad to say that. I really can't believe how so uninteresting her character was. This film really left a poor taste in my mouth in every way possible. That is just so unbelievable and so unforgivable. It's sad. I was out of all the Purge films, I feel like this film had somewhat of a potential, because this film tries to revolve around how the Purge started, and I thought that concept alone was more interesting. So like I said earlier in this review, I tried so hard to find out if there was a single thing about the First Purge that could be perceived as not bad at all. And honestly, I really couldn't find it. I really couldn't find it whatsoever. There's not a single thing about the First Purge that is even remotely half decent. Not even in the slightest. This is the worst film in the Purge series, and it's the worst film I have seen all year. Even worse than 50 Shades Freed. And that's saying something. I'm going to give the First Purge no Medal of Honor. So anyway, guys, that is my review for the First Purge. Don't waste your money on seeing this film if it's still in theaters near you. It is not worth your time or your money. Please don't check it out. And if you hadn't checked it out, good for you. But if you hadn't had checked it out, then I feel so bad for you. I feel bad that you had to get through this entire garbage, because I have to get through this whole garbage myself. So anyway, that's it. I'll look out for my review for Mission Impossible Fallout. It will be up tomorrow. I cannot wait to see that film when it comes out in theaters tomorrow. I cannot wait. I'm so excited about that film. It's going to be very good, and I hope it is good. I really hope it is good. I'm praying it is very good, or at least better than I thought it was going to be. So anyway, guys, that is it. If you enjoyed this review, please click the like button, and if you have saw the First Purge, which I don't recommend doing so, please comment below and let me know what you think of it. If you enjoy what we've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please press up there to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight.